Once again, here we are at the Rogues Gallery. It is May 2011, and this is a joint show between Mike Norton and Christopher Mitten. Both had art in Free Comic Day comics, so we have an art show featuring both. Wasteland from Oni Press. The first major comic book work of Christopher Mitten, the first regular ongoing comic work, I should say. He had done previous work for Oni, but it was Wasteland where he really cut his teeth, where he showed us what he's capable of doing on a monthly basis. There's a tremendous amount of thought and detail that he brings to every page, every panel, and what I like most about Chris's work is that he builds it all up. There's layers upon layers. It's not just pencil and then ink. There's so much more to it. There's things that are scratched out. There's whiteout. There's all sorts of different textures on top of it, and that's one of the things you really take away from seeing his art in 3 dimensions, is that it's really done in 3 dimensions, just reprinted in 2. And look at how he can so deftly manage empty backgrounds or full crazy backgrounds and explosions here on Kane and Lynch for Wildstorm, the video game comic adaptation. Chris goes from working in the desert with lots of sand to nothing but all sorts of explosions and backgrounds and vehicles and paramilitary equipment and neat designs on walls and computer screens and all sorts of, what you'd find in the video game. But that just shows you how deft he is at handling anything. From a overly violent action scene to large explosions to these soft, quiet moments of somebody locked in a trunk. Yes, Christopher Mitten can do them all. Just the looks on his characters' faces show the enjoyment that he gets doing the art for these books. Molotov cocktails, or you name it. Aside from the work that is shown on these walls, and the upcoming Cal McDonald stuff with Steve Niles and Eric Powell he's worked on graphic novels from Oni. Oh, here we have the print for this week's show. A cross between Michael from Wasteland and Mike Norton's Battle Pug, but we'll get to Mike in a minute. Chris has worked with Anthony Johnson before, and Christina Weir and Nunzio De Filippis, and he has a ton of stuff lined up for the future. So, as you can see from this Cal McDonald stuff, he's only getting better with time. Chris is going to be a major player soon. And Cal McDonald kind of looks like him there, just a little bit. A little less Band-Aids on the real Chris Mitten, but still some Band-Aids. He definitely has a mood. He really knows how to capture a feeling in a setting. And it's raining. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it is raining. Now we moved on to the other half of the show, Mike Norton. Mike has been in the industry for quite a while, starting out with Sean McKeever on The Waiting Place and Jason and the Argobots. But the thing about Mike Norton is he has as many styles as titles he's worked on. He knows how to adapt his art to the theme, the story, the characters, and the audience. Right now we're looking at his work, Booster Gold. This is when Ted Kord comes back from the dead as a Black Lantern. Or does he? Look at all the Blue Beetle references in this and the different scarabs and whatnot. Pretty great stuff. Look at how simple the action is, but how easy to follow it is. It's like it's playing in front of you on a movie screen. You're not turning pages, you're sitting in a comfortable chair watching it unfold before you. More Booster Gold. Mike has a gift for expressions, and Mike really does a good job of making everybody look different. The facial features are different shapes of heads and people in real life. And of course, evil scarab-wielding aliens. Oh, poor dead Ted. Good stuff, Mike Norton. Good stuff. Here we have some of his work for Runaways from Marvel with Brian K. Vaughan. There's a tiny little leapfrog. Look at that cityscape. That's crazy pants that he does all of that by hand. And of course, large giant creatures. A precursor to Battle Pug, perhaps. Back to some Booster Gold. Billy Batson and the Magic of Shazam. Look at how wonderful his new style for kids, for all ages, is. He really makes the Captain Marvel character fun and exciting and vibrant. It's so great to see this stuff up close. Now, oh yes, this was his all-new Atom work. Is this Trevor Scott who's inking this? Pretty great stuff when he was working with Gail Simone on All New Atom. Mike's career is very, very varied. He's done a bunch of work. He was exclusive for DC for a long time, but he also created Gravity for Marvel, and he's back at Marvel now doing Fear Itself, Youth and Revolt. Here's more of his work on All New Atom. Circus Peanuts, right? One of Mike's favorite things in the pages of the book. Will they ever find Ray Palmer? Well, he doesn't want them to. Turn back. Look at these lush, full backgrounds. Kronos and Atom on a timepiece. More All New Atom. Winged flying Hitler. Pretty great graphic. Now we switch over to some Wonder Woman action. And both of these pieces have sold during the course of the show. And here we have Young Justice. Cover to issue 6, and the cover to the Free Comic Day comic. And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Chris. And thank you for watching.